how's everyone doing? Tonight is going to be a movie night, Godzilla movie night. And this comes out September 16th from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. And I haven't seen it since it came out in the theater, so I'm looking forward to checking it out again. It's been a while, and I don't remember it as vividly as I wanted to, so I'm definitely going to check this out before I do a full review on it. I will be doing an unboxing as well for it, so expect a lot of Godzilla videos coming up soon, and I'll most likely give away the ultraviolet code too. So if you've seen Godzilla, definitely let me know what you think of it as well. It seems to be a pretty polarizing film. Either I love it or hate it. I see a lot of mixed reviews, both ways. Personally, from what I remember being pretty balanced and kind of an homage to the original Godzilla. I mean, the original Godzilla wasn't, from what I can recall, it's been a while, wasn't, full out Pacific Rim where it's battles all the time. I think people were expecting that with this one, where it's going to be like Pacific Rim where they're battling all throughout the movie, which wasn't the case here. Godzilla didn't really have the big showdown to the end of the movie, so you had to sit through about at least an hour and a half, if not an hour and like 40 minutes to get to the big showdown, if you will. But overall, I remember liking it, but I'm going to go ahead and refresh my memory with it, with this Godzilla movie night, and you're going to come along with me. But there's the slipcover right there, which I think is pretty nice. The Godzilla is embossed and raised up, and it's a glossy slipcover. I like the look of it right there. One thing I do wish, though, the discs are just kind of black and it has the title Godzilla and then the Japanese text behind it on the discs. I wish they would have had like actual scenes from the movie, maybe Godzilla fighting the Motus. That would have been cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a nice frosty beverage to go along with my movie watching night. And I have stocked up right here some of the beers for football season, so it'll work well for a movie night too. I'll have this Wolvers right here. This is organic beer from Vermont, and it's a pumpkin ale. I actually really enjoy this one. It's probably one of my favorite pumpkin ales. Top 3 pumpkin beers for me. I think Southern Tier's Imperial Pumpkin is still my overall favorite and best pumpkin beer out there, but this one is top 3. I'd say 3rd best for me. And there's the rest of the fridge right there. I like a lot of that almond breeze and pineapple coconut water, and my egg whites back there. I have egg whites every morning, so trying to keep it healthy, trying to get back in shape. And I've got a lot of different yogurts, stuff like that. And there's some more beer down there, and turkey pepperoni, 70% less fat. Cause I gotta watch my figure. Ooh, yeah. And there's some cereals right there. Puffins, if you've never had puffins, I love them. And there's that mini bar back there again, and there's the pantry and the stove, and it's what they call a Gallo kitchen right in there. And there's the TV. And I'll go ahead and bring you up to my room because we're going to watch it in my room. Yeah, you're going to be on the bed next to me. It's going to be nice. It's going to be romantic. You're going to like it. Yeah. Me, you, and Godzilla, baby. It's going down, baby. Pumpkin beer, Wolvers, fine organic ale, and Godzilla. Let's do it. And there's my roommate's cat. Holy moly. I think you could be in the Godzilla movie. You're a big fluffy cat. Yes, you are. Who's a big fluffy cat? Meow. Yeah, you are. Holy moly. I feel like there should be like noises when you walk, like douche, douche, douche. But you're a very cute kitty. Yes, you are. You want to come watch Godzilla? You want to watch Godzilla? No? Alright, well, fine then. No beer for you. And there's my dog Wrigley right there, chilling out. He's using his dark colors right there to camouflage into the bed. You already ready? You got your popcorn? You got your treats? Now you're chilling? Alright. And speaking of which, a lot of people usually ask me what are my movie watching treats when I watch a movie. I don't really like to eat food while I'm watching a movie. I'm always thinking like the crunching and munching is going to make me miss some of the dialogue. So usually when I'm watching a movie, I'll have a drink. That'll be my treat of choice. And again, tonight it's a Wolvers Fine Organic Ale, Pumpkin Ale, Vermont's own. Brought to you from my bedroom. There's the TV right there, and Godzilla. So good. Once it hits your lips, it's just like love. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the movie collection as well right here. You know, it's nighttime out and the lighting in the room isn't that great. I've got the track lighting right there. I should probably get another light. I just don't know where I would put it. But yeah, somewhere, somehow, I gotta figure out to put a new light in so I can get better lighting in here, because when it's dark, lighting is terrible. And I do want to get the 2 more bookcases like I've said before. I'm gonna get a bookcase in that corner and then a bookcase right here. But I'll go ahead and show you. Yeah, the lighting in here is really bad. I'm gonna move these forward like that one so you can get a better look at them that way. Because when they're pushed back like that, you can't really see them very well unless I have like a flashlight and I'll look like I'm robbing the joint. I guess, you know, I'll probably put the other light over there somewhere so it'll be more even, the light distribution in the room, since I have the light behind me over here. Yeah, this is a movie watching night, but I just figured I'd go ahead and show you some of this stuff. You can't really get a great view because of the lighting in here, or lack thereof. But there you go, there's just a quick view of some stuff that I have. Which, you know, nothing is really too organized yet. But once I get those other 2 bookcases, I'll organize everything up. One of my all-time favorite TV shows, How I Met Your Mother, even though the last season was terrible, and especially the last episode. Oh, that last episode was just a slap in the face to the fans, in my opinion. Yikes. Very disappointing. Coneheads love that movie. And here's my fantasy football right there. Getting my butt kicked right now. Every year I have a YouTube Fantasy Football League. And here's some more movies, Blu-rays, and DVDs. DVDs go all the way back behind that closet door. But yeah, what do you know about that? Who's bad? This one just came in from Magnolia. I'm not sure when it comes out. A Long Way Down with Pierce Brosnan, Toni Collette, Aaron Paul, and Imogen Poots. What an awesome name. Poots! But it looks like a nice rom-com right there. Looking forward to checking it out. Congo! I know this is coming out on Blu-ray soon. And Money Pit with Tom Hanks. What do you know about that? Touch of Evil. Right there. Jack, baby. Jacked up. This is kind of turning into a room tour a little bit. So, yeah. There's where the magic happens over there, the bathroom. I got a full bathroom, which is cool, you know, shower, toilet, so happy about that. It's always nice to have your own bathroom. That's very important. And water pressure, very important as well. You don't realize how important water pressure really is until you take a shower that has terrible water pressure. It reminds me of that Seinfeld episode. If you ever have seen that, you know what I'm talking about there. But let's go ahead and check out some more DVDs. Here's some horror. This whole bookcase right here is horror DVDs up until there's Digibooks, Blu-ray Digibooks, and then I have Steelbooks in the bottom. But I'm actually going to take the Digibooks and Steelbooks out and put all the rest of the horror movies there, horror DVDs there, because I have that whole stack of horror DVDs, that stack's horror DVDs, that stack's horror DVDs, that stack. So I have at least a full bookcase and probably like another half a bookcase full of horror DVDs. But here we go. Here's some more. Here's some DVDs that I don't really hear people talk about. I really enjoy the heck out of All Hallows Eve, a great Halloween-themed horror anthology. There was one segment, though, that was pretty bad, but the rest of the segments were awesome. I still love it, even though that one segment was not good. But Art the Clown is super creepy, and the rest of the segments definitely make up for it. And to me, this is a horror movie that I'm going to watch every Halloween now, and I highly recommend it. It's awesome. Totally creepy. Black River Vampire is one that I liked a lot too. It's a found footage vampire movie, very much like the Blair Witch Project, except it actually shows you stuff. I know a lot of people hate Hills of Ice too, but I love it. The creature development in there is awesome. The acting's shaky in the beginning, but it settles down once they get into the hills. And again, the creatures really make this movie. It's gritty, it's dirty, it's raw. I love it. And here's some other different horror movies. And love this one. I actually kept, because this is one of my all-time favorite slashers, my second favorite slasher of all time. I kept the 2 previous DVD releases, which are somewhere. Oh, here we go, right there. Because they were hard to find for a while, and I'm just keeping them for the memories. I watched those ones a bunch. And here's one of my all-time favorite movies, one of my favorite it is my favorite alien abduction movie, and this is the movie that creeped me out the most. I watched this when I was like 14 or 15, and I couldn't watch it again for a lot, like years later. I couldn't watch it, but it doesn't have the same effect on me now as it used to, but I still have those memories of it freaking me out. There's Tourist Trap. This is probably my all-time favorite slasher, excluding Psycho, the granddaddy of all slasher right there. I was able to get this signed up by the director, David Schmoller. And then there's Slither, which I was able to get signed up as well. Love the heck out of this movie. Great sci-fi horror comedy movie. And there's the Suspiria, that old Anchor Bay. Back in the day when Anchor Bay was the king of horror. Now it's, you know, you got Arrow, you got Scream Factory. Here's a few IFC horror that I don't really hear people talk about. Primal, an Australian horror movie that I loved up until the ending. The ending really brought the film down, but the rest of the movie was awesome. Mutants, a great French infected film, which I never hear anybody talk about, but I really enjoyed the heck out of that one. High Lane, the first part was the tension was palpable when they were going across the mountain, but the killer kind of brought the film down. I wanted more from the killer. Shadow, which is a great Italian horror film, great psychological horror in there. Love the heck out of this movie, especially the ending. Never hear anybody talk about this one. This is one that I've been meaning to review for, I've had this in my collection for like at least 4 years now, and I've always meant to do a review for it, but I just never got around to it. I really want to do that soon though, because that movie deserves it. And the same with Mutants too. Robin Williams, may you rest in peace. Very sad and tragic. And those are just my Blockbuster cases right there that I haven't gotten Blu-ray replacement cases for. This has become one of my all-time favorite romantic comedy movies now, Crazy Stupid Love. I love the cast in there. Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Julianne Moore, Emma Stone, who's just stunning, Marissa Tomei, Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon plays a great jerk in movies. He was great in this movie as well. The whole cast in here was just perfect. I love the interaction between Steve Carell and Ryan Gosling especially. But let's go ahead and put Godzilla on and check it out, refresh my memory. And again, let me know what you guys think of the movie. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's do it. Godzilla time. There you go. There's the main menu right there. But let's check it out. Dun dun dun. And I'm watching the movie right now. I just can't help to think about when Godzilla and the Motu are fighting and destroying the city. There's got to be somebody on the toilet and, you know, is hearing all the noise, but he's got to go. And then, you know, part of his house gets destroyed and opened up, and it's just him sitting on the toilet, and he's just like, hi there. And the creatures are just fighting each other, Godzilla, and you know, the Motu's destroying everything. That's just the kind of thoughts that go through my head when I'm watching Godzilla. That would be me. I'd be on the toilet, I'd be like, great, perfect timing. And oh yeah, Elizabeth Olsen. Oh, so beautiful, so stunning. Whew. I'd watch her in anything. It could be like Notebook 8, and I'd still watch it. And I really wanted to see the Motus having sex. You know they had sex because he had alluded to it, and then the one Motu, you know, had all the eggs and everything like that. But I want to see how that went down. I was at one point thinking they were going to do it. They were going to show it because the one Motu brings the other Motu, the female Motu, the nuclear weapon, and he gets kind of behind her. I'm like, oh, it's going to happen. It's going down. It's going to be some National Geographic kind of stuff, you know? But he just kind of walked on. I'm like, oh, come on. Show me that Motu sex. Yeah. You know it's going to be down and dirty right there. You know it's got to be freaky. Freaky deaky. Doing it Motu style. And you know that female Motu, she's got to be flexible with all those legs. Oh yeah. Alright, so I just finished watching Godzilla. You know what, honestly? I like Godzilla. A lot of people are hating on Godzilla. You know, I will say it's not perfect. I think it's decently balanced though, but again, I think people were expecting it to be like Pacific Rim, where Godzilla was battling the Motus all throughout the film, which wasn't the case. You had to wait, you know, pretty long towards the end of the movie, about an hour and 40 minutes for the actual big showdown. But you know what? That's how the original Godzilla was too, from what I can recall. It's been a while since I've seen it, but there's a lot of build-up. There's a lot of, you know, emotional and dramatic scenes dealing with, you know, the humanity and the actual people in there. And I heard a lot of people complain too, oh, Bryan Cranston's only in the movie for, you know, 15 minutes or something like that. Well, did you expect Bryan Cranston to be the lead of this the whole movie and, you know, stay throughout there? Because that's not his character, you know? You're attached to who he is and, you know, what he did in the past with Malcolm in the Middle and especially Breaking Bad. But that doesn't mean that every movie that he's in, he's going to be the lead character and he's going to be all throughout the movie. That's just not how it works. You know, actors take different jobs, they play different roles in each movie, and I think he was great in this, you know, and I think the whole cast was really good too. The guy from Kick-Ass, I always forget his name, he looked way different. It took me a minute to actually realize that was him and remember that he was in here. What is his name? Aaron something something. It's one of those like two first name deals, right? Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Hold on. I know it's on here. Whoa, where are you? Aaron Taylor Johnson. He was pretty good in here, and I can't wait for him to be in Age of Ultron Avengers, where he'll be Quicksilver. I think Elizabeth Olsen is stunning. beautiful, and I thought she was great in here. So definitely looking forward to see her in more movies as well. And there's a couple of recognizable faces in here, Juliette Binoche and Ken Watanabe. I'm probably saying that incorrectly, but you know, a few other people that you recognize. And of course, this is directed by Gareth Edwards right here, who did a great job with the movie Monsters in 2010, which I don't really hear a lot of people talk about, but I think that was an awesome throwback to kind of classic sci-fi giant creature feature monster movies. And I really enjoyed that one, and it kind of brought some similar aspects to that, to this Godzilla movie. And I think he's already attached to Godzilla 2, which has already been announced. So I'm looking forward to see what he does with the second one. I'm assuming the second one's going to be more action-packed and paced that way, because that seems to be the outcry. But again, I think it was pretty well balanced overall. And I thought the Blu-ray from Warner Brothers was actually really well done. It definitely popped. The audio and visual, the audio was awesome, I think. Again, I think visually, it's a kind of a washed out movie, which kind of reflects the bleak tone of the movie. So that kind of works. There's a lot of grays and blacks and, you know, darker hues. But again, it's fitting for this movie. You know, you got some destruction, you know, cities being destroyed and things like that. So overall, it was better than I remembered, honestly. When I first watched it, I knew it was going to be a big blockbuster, but I was kind of lukewarm on it. I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. I definitely appreciate it a little bit more now after this rewatch, kind of refresh my memory for it. And again, I know a lot of people hated on it, but I think it's definitely better than the '98 Godzilla with Matthew Broderick. But again, everybody's different. Let me know what you guys think of the movie. Did you love it? Did you hate it? I haven't heard anybody really in between on it, so it seems to be kind of polarizing each way. I heard a lot of people say it was just garbage, which is, that's crazy talk. I understand if you don't like the movie, you wanted more action or whatever the deal was, you wanted certain people to survive and they didn't, whatever that deal is, but you can't say this movie is garbage. It's visually stunning. It's got a lot of great dramatic pacing. There's some beautiful shots, tragically beautiful shots in this movie. I love the one scene when Bryan Cranston comes home, you know, after 15 years, to see that his home's still intact, but just, you know, dirty and damaged, and he sees the happy birthday strewn about right there, and that banner, and that was just kind of heartbreaking to see, but that was just a beautiful shot, tragically beautiful. And there's other scenes too where you know, they're on the boat and they're wearing the gas masks and stuff like that. I thought that was a really nice shot too. Kind of reminded me of post-apocalyptic films. This movie to me actually seems to borrow a lot of imagery from different films. And again, the Motu kind of reminds me of the Cloverfield creature. There's a lot of things that remind me of other movies, kind of natural disaster movies, post-apocalyptic movies. There's certain scenes where I was just thinking like, oh, that reminds me of this movie, that movie. And really, Godzilla 2014 is a cinematic experience. If you had a chance to watch this in theaters, especially IMAX, that was the way to go. But honestly, it looks great on home video too. This is what surround sound was made for. It sounds fantastic. It looks fantastic. Again, it's a washed out look to it, but it fits the film, the bleak tone of the film. And I thought it was awesome. Definitely something that was highly enjoyable for me personally. I know, again, mixed reviews, love it or hate it movie, but I'm in the category of really enjoying it, and I think it worked well with the dramatic pacing in some aspects, and I think it was balanced with the action towards the end. It was a build-up. It wasn't just all in your face all at one time, all throughout the movie. It worked with the build-up. But I hope you guys liked cuddling up with me. You know, did you see me put the arm around the reach move? Yeah, oh yeah. I got there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching Godzilla with me, this Godzilla movie night. And if you are a Godzilla fan, let me know what your favorite Godzilla movie is. And who do you want to see in Godzilla 2 for Godzilla to battle against? Let me know. And I hope everybody's doing well and that you guys enjoyed this. And if you like it, maybe I'll do some more and we can hang out again and watch movies together again. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care.